What kind of country is Bulgaria? Bulgaria is global, one of the 13 Slavic-dominated countries, belonging to the Yugoslav branch with Serbia, Croatian, and other homologous. But the culture is closer to the Orthodox circle. Bulgarians make up 84% of the country's population. Its national formation is an ancient castle, the result of the fusion of the Gars and the Slavs. In the 7th century, Bulgarians in Danube from Central Asia, alliance of the Slavs in the river basin, established the Slavic Bulgarian kingdom in 681. Although the Bulgarians were originally the ruling class, but the Slavs are in language, culturally, and religiously dominant, eventually formed a mainly Slavic, modern Bulgarian nation. There is a controversial marriage custom in Bulgaria, bridal market. This is a traditional activity unique to the Roma community. The bazaar is generally held every year in the old Zagora city of Kalides, Mokira, and other villages held 1 to 4 times. Time: multiple choice at Orthodox Easter. After the ring removal is over, due to the cultural background of the local Roma, young men and women lack opportunities for free association. Even if it becomes display and selection, important occasions for marriage partners. Girls aged 16 to 20 will be brought to the market by the family to dress up. Some families also make gift requests. If the man's family likes a girl, need to tell the girl's parents, pay gifts ranging from thousands to tens of thousands of euros as a dowry. Girls also have certain choices. You can measure the economic strength of men, decide whether to agree to the marriage. It should be noted that the legal age of marriage in Bulgaria is 18. Mention Bulgaria. What do you think is the world-famous rose essential oil? Is Bulgaria considered a national treasure of microorganisms, lactobacillus, or tall and beautiful women everywhere on the street? Mention Bulgaria. Many people's first reaction is not history, not the economy, but a beautiful woman. Bulgaria, perennial. One of the most beautiful women in Europe, known for its beauty at international beauty pageants like Miss Universe. Influence is not inferior to Russia, Ukraine, and other beautiful women. Women here generally has the high bridge of the Slavic nose, big eyes, and shapely body. Average height, 1.63 meters. Known as a country of truly beautiful women, why are there so many beautiful women here? The reason has a lot to do with geography and history. Bulgaria, a meeting point of civilizations since ancient times. Ancient Thracians, Greek, Slavs, Bulgarian, and Ottoman influence left a genetic imprint here. Thousands of years of national integration make Bulgarian women look, combining the height and depth of Eastern Europe, the softness and agility of the Mediterranean. In addition, the natural environment here is superior. Eat healthy, with yogurt, vegetables, honey, wine, rose products, etc. are daily ingredients. Women generally maintain good skin and figure. So what kind of country is Bulgaria? The Republic of Bulgaria, referred to as Bulgaria, is southeastern Europe, a country in the southeastern Balkans. He faces the Black Sea south to Greece and Turkey, west for Serbia, and north Marcheton, north across the Danube and Romania. The crossroads of Eastern Europe and Western Asia. It is also a transition zone between the European Union and the Middle East. Geographically speaking, it is completely a bridge country connecting Europe and Asia. Land area of about 110,000 square kilometers. It is the same size as our Jiangsu province, medium-sized country in Europe. The total population is about 6.5 million. 27 countries in the European Union, one of the worst shrinkage countries. Average annual decrease of about 0.7%. Serious population loss. Young people exodus to Germany. Working in the UK leads to a domestic labor shortage. Aging furniture. Except for the Bulgarians and Turks make up about 9%. Roma make up about 5%. Religiously, Orthodox is the mainstream. 60% of residents believe in the Orthodox Church, 10% believe in Islam. There is also a small amount of Catholicism by the Thai religion. The official language is Bulgarian, belongs to Slavic language, 85% interoperability with Macedonian, written in Cyrillic. This is the same as Russia, but the accent and sense of language are different from Russian. The average monthly salary in Bulgaria is about 1,000 euros, about RMB 8,000. Lowest echelon in the European Union, close to Romania and Hungary. The average monthly salary in Romania in 2024 is about 1,100 euros. Hungary, about 1,200 euros. Low wages in Bulgaria, but price rent. The cost of healthcare and education is much lower than that of Western Europe. You are in the center of Sofia. Good food for 10 euros per person in a restaurant. A monthly pass for public transport costs 20 to 30 euros. Rent is cheaper. A single room in the city center costs about 400 euros per month. Suburbs are lower. The cost of living is only 1/3 to 1/2 of that in Western European countries. This is called low income and low consumption. So many Western Europeans like to come here to retire because pensions are used in Bulgaria. Very generous. In terms of welfare system, public hospitals provide free basic medical services, but there is a long queue time, equipment aging, and other problems. Therefore, middle-class families are more inclined to choose private medical care. Education. Public schools are free from elementary school to college, including textbooks. Non-European Union students. University tuition fees around 2,000 to 4,000 euros per year. Sofia University, Plovdiv University is an established institution. Bulgaria's GDP in 2024 is about $95 billion. GDP per capita is about $14,000. Third to last in the European Union, Kimby, Romania and Croatia is slightly better, far behind Western Europe, but that doesn't mean Bulgaria is poor. His growth rate is actually not low. The service industry accounts for nearly 70%. Industry accounts for about 30%. Agriculture is less than 5%. In 2024, Bulgaria will receive a total of foreign tourists, about 13 million people, mainly from Romania, Turkey, Greece. Export. The main products exported are machinery and equipment, chemical products, pharmaceuticals, agricultural products, and rose essential oils. Yes, you heard right. Rose essential oil from Bulgaria. Almost 70% of the world market is the world's largest producer of rose essential oil. Average annual production is stable at 1.5 to 2 tons. That's why he's called the land of roses. The production of the core producing area, Kazanlak Rose Valley, accounts for national 1/4. The region has continuously produced essential oils since the 17th century, 300 years of craftsmanship. In 2024, the national rose petal harvest will reach 10,335 tons, 3,000 to 5,000 kilograms of petals required, equivalent to 1.5 million to 1.8 million roses. To extract 1 kilogram of essential oil petals must be picked by hand at 5 to 9 a.m. The dew is still dry. Essential oil content peaks. Extremely stringent raw material standards. Guaranteed quality purity. International perfume industry. It is generally used as a quality benchmark known as liquid gold price per kilogram between $9,000 to $16,000. China's imports account for 30% of its total exports, and yogurt Lactobacillus bulgaricus, endemic to Bulgaria, considered a national treasure of microorganisms. In 1905, the Russian scientist Mechnikov, the strain was discovered for the first time, prove its link to longevity, establish the status of the country of Bulgarian yogurt. According to the International Dairy Federation, 2023, data 76% of commercial probiotic yogurt worldwide use this strain or its derivatives. Meiji, Japan, French Danone, and other companies pay a total of approximately $4,000 to $50 million in patent licensing fees. In addition, Bulgaria is the world's first top 25 wine-producing countries, 10th in Europe. Production in 2024. About 2 doctors, 0.6% of total global production. Black magic wine from the Thracian Valley. It is a collector's favorite. It is worth noting that, at its peak in the 1980s, Bulgaria was once the 5th largest producer in the world. Annual export volume reaches 1.2 billion, second only to France, Italy. Bulgaria can be called cultural gold mine in the Balkans. Its influence far exceeds the size of the country. The country's proudest cultural export, Cyrillic alphabet 9th century, AD, St. Cyril of the Preslavic School of Literature, and the Meadows created this writing system here. It is now Russian 12 languages including Serbian. The basics of writing used by 250 million. In the field of art, Bulgarian girls' choir. The mysterious polyphony singing method pioneered Zung Zhenhan Grammy. Judge its ethereal harmony. NASA selects Earth culture representative into space. Except for the choir, Bulgarian bagpipes and ancient music is the representative of traditional Balkan music, influenced the Beatles, etc. Creation of world-renowned bands. The first weekend of June every year, Kasalek will host a Rose Festival. This century-old celebration, held to the 122nd crowned by the Rose Queen flower, picking parade folk performances and other activities inherit culture. It even attracts many countries to participate in its cultural display. Become an important diplomatic card for Bulgaria. Sports, he is a powerlifting powerhouse. 55 medals in Olympic history, 21 gold medals. It can be called a weightlifting power in a small guo. Bulgarian training law is global, the gold standard in weightlifting. Bulgaria's brilliant record in wrestling. Equally impressive, a wrestling gold medal maker. Since first participating in the Olympics in 1956, Bulgarian wrestler has won 16 Olympics. Games gold medals including Greco-Roman wrestling. 9 gold freestyle, wrestling 7 gold. Ranked in the top 10 in the Olympic historical wrestling medal table. In addition, Bulgarian astronaut George Ivanov became Eastern Europe in 1979. First astronaut in space. Shows its early accumulation in the aerospace field. Except for liquid gold on the gourmet map, rose essential oil, probiotic yogurt and wine, there are also Beni tea pancakes that are crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Kebabs marinated with Rhodope herbs. These cultural treasures together make up the Balkan country, the brightest business card, history of Bulgaria, like a condensed European epic. As early as 3500 BC, Thracians founded in this land created a brilliant civilization. The gold treasures they created are amazing to this day. The Romans conquered it in the 1st century. AD left Plovdiv, ancient Roman theater and other ruins. 681. The First Bulgarian Empire is born, become the first Slavic country in Europe at that time. The Tang dynasty was still prosperous. The 9th century can be called the golden age of Bulgaria. Brother Saint Cyril created the Cyrillic alphabet here. It affects 250 million people so far. The empire was destroyed by Byzantium in 1018, but in 1185, the Second Empire rose. During the period of Ivan Asen II, the territory reached the Three Seas Iron in Ottoman Turkey in 1396. In this Slavic kingdom began nearly 500 years of reign, left the mosque Oriental imprints such as Hammam. After the Russo-Turkish War of 1878, Bulgaria regains its independence, but it was not completely separated from the Ottomans until 1908. Become a socialist country after World War II. Peaceful transition to democracy in 1989. Joined NATO in 2004. Became a member of the European Union in 2007, is the first to use European Union countries of the Cyrillic alphabet. But economics and politics, there are still many shadows of Eastern European heritage in society. From Thracian warrior to rose, from Orthodox saint to weightlifting champion, this country has more than 1,300 years of history to prove. Small countries can write great legends. The capital of Bulgaria is Sofia. This is a city where history and modernity intertwine. You can see Roman ruins in Sofia, Ottoman mosque, Orthodox church, and big buildings from the socialist period, mixed together, like a tossing and turning, changed countless historical dramas. Plovdiv, the second largest city in the country, known as the oldest in Europe, one of the continuously inhabited cities, more than 6,000 years old. He was named European Capital of Culture in 2019. The Roman Theater seats 3,000 people. It can still be used for concerts today. The scene is powerful. Varna and Burgas on the Black Sea coast. A holiday paradise in Bulgaria attracts large numbers of Russians every summer. Germans and British come to bask in the sun. Bathing beach. In the Rila National Park in the southwest, located in the Rila Monastery, a United Nations World Heritage Site, it is also the heart of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. Combining natural and human landscapes is an eco-tourism hotspot. Plus the Danube scenery to the north, the Balkans to the south. The whole country of Bulgaria is actually mountains, sea valley, has it all. Topography of Bulgaria shows a distinct, stepped distribution. A miniature geographic museum of the Balkans. The entire country is vertically run through by the Balkan Mountains, form natural geographic boundaries. North of the mountains is the vast Danube Plain, 1/3 of the land area. The average altitude is only 100 meters. Fertile, black soil supports the reputation of the European granary. South of the mountains is Over-Thracian Titi Maritsa. The famous Valley of Roses was born during the Valley Mosaic. To the southwest stands the remnants of the Dinara Mountains, Rhodope Mountains. Its Musala Peak is 2,925 meters above sea level. Not only the highest point in Bulgaria, it maintains the Black Ridge of the entire Balkan Peninsula. The record is special. The Iskel River cuts through the Balkan Mountains in the west, form a magnificent canyon up to 70 kilometers long, created a rare mountain cross in Europe, wonders of the water system. Eastern Black Sea coast. More than 300 kilometers of coastline, Varna Bay, two natural ports with Burgas Bay. The Danube meanders 470 kilometers along its northern border, form a natural border with Romania. The overall terrain is high in the west and low in the east. Characteristics of high south and low north. Average altitude 467 meters. 70% of the country belongs to hills and mountains. 30% is plain lowland. Karst landforms are particularly typical in the northwest. Karst caves and underground river systems are extremely developed. Walking the streets of Bulgaria, you will feel a unique sense of time and space. There is neither the refined grooming of Western Europe here. It's not the grim bleakness of some Eastern European countries. It's a Balkan rhythm of its own. Young people discuss entrepreneurship in cafes, old man drinking slowly in the sun. Tourists get lost in the ancient city. Farmers still grow roses in the valley. This wonderful mashup. Exactly the most charming place in Bulgaria. It's like a glass of aged wine. Both precipitate Byzantium, the complex historical hierarchy of Ottoman and socialism. Under the sun of the European Union, quietly fermenting new possibilities. Bulgaria. This is easy to ignore, but a country that definitely deserves to be rediscovered. The thickness of his history, enough to hold up a brief history of Europe. Its natural beauty allows you to switch between beaches and snow-capped mountains. Although its economy is not strong, but in roses, yogurt, wine, weightlifting, these unique areas. But get the first place in the world. More importantly, Bulgaria shows a small country in a big country clip. Survival wisdom in the seam, active integration into the Western system, retaining the Oriental imprint and sticking to the tradition. Embrace the modern. If Europe is a jigsaw puzzle, Bulgaria is the seemingly inconspicuous piece, an indispensable puzzle. Next time I hear his name, might as well pay more attention, because you will find this country is more interesting than you think. So what else do you know about Bulgaria? Or maybe you were in Bulgaria. What unforgettable experiences have you left behind? Welcome to the comment area to share. Thank you for watching today's Big Fly Global Geographic. If you like our content, please don't be stingy with your likes, retweets, and followers. See you in the next video.